the attack on Pluto, where we had stricken back at the Gamulans. For all the planet bombing they did. And we are going deeper into space. Let's see. You go to anything. Put you up. You're up. We're gonna have a lot of people for a while, so. Yep. All right. Great. Grabbing an Empire Supreme Leader's office. They got a fucking office, and we don't have an office. What the bullshit is this? Absolute travesty. Supreme Leader. Cabinet Officers, congratulations on the millennial anniversary of the Goodness Empire, as well as the 103rd year of the Dessler era. Thank you, Vice Commander. The Great Gamal's Empire has succeeded in uniting the large and small Gauntlet clouds? Megalithic clouds? And expanding into the Milky Way. The Empire's territory grows larger by the day, and your power illuminates the entire universe. Upset. The simulation measure is progressing smoothly as we, as well, those who submit to us are allowed to become second-class subjects. Holy shit. These are assholes. Rather than be destroyed. I mean, I guess that is the kind of like the Genghis Khan method. As long as you bend the knee, like, we won't do anything. It's actually kind of a smart way to do war and take over, but still an asshole move. This will be the foundation of our empire's prosperity. Truly a wonderful work. Wonderful deed, truly godlike work. These guys are insane. None shall oppose the supreme leader of our great empire. Your Mills is invincible, and we will never be defeated. Do not fall into the trap of arrogance. We must still be wary of the barbaric invaders of deep space near the small Megalithic cloud. Ditz. Oh, these guys are killing me with the names. Like, Schultz, Ditz, like... Alright. You mean to call me haughty? Speak the truth as fleet commander. Supreme leader, we will eliminate those barbarians soon. And I dispatch Vice Admiral Dalmau to the end. The Space Wolf, I'm sure he will live up to our expectations. Tongue click. Everyone, I have prepared some entertainment this evening as a reward for all of your hard work. Ooh. God, she's back. She's back. The forehead is back. We will be viewing footage from the Empire's front lines. What is that? These guys have a lot of receding hairlines. I question whether or not they're safe. Because Supreme Leader himself drafted the operations we are about to see in action. Now then, everyone, let the games begin. Target is a Terran ship of the Zol system. This does bring up a lot of questions. Like, if alien existence shows up, like, what do they call our, like, Milky Way in our solar system? Like, obviously we call it the Milky Way. What do they call it? Yamato's commanding officer's cabin. Honestly, getting a nice view of space like that would be a pretty good place to sleep. Kind of pretty. Drift the edge of the solar system. Is it too much longer until you reach your destination? The journey to Escanlar is a long one. We're only just taking the first step. Proceed. Order of Pluto's base destruction at your hands has reached Earth. The fact that no more planet bombs will be assaulting the Earth has brought people so much relief. For those who haven't gotten this far, the planet bombs basically like evaporated Earth's water supply. Like, you know how like Earth is 70% water, right? The planet bombs basically evaporated all of that and turned Earth into basically Mars. and made it really hard to live. We know that the Yamato is heading for Iskandar, though that alone is enough to keep up our spirits. Please, Commander Otaka, you must return with the cosmic reverse system. Earth is waiting for the Yamato, for all of you to come back safe and sound. Is it due to the heliopulse? We won't be able to communicate with Earth anymore. I assume even this far into this era, even after you go past the Milky Way, they don't have the technology to like communicate long range. Final correspondence with Earth. Yes, once the Yamato has passed on the heliopulse, background radiation will interfere too strongly for our signals to reach Earth and vice versa. Okay, that's fair. We grant permission to call Earth to anyone who wishes to contact their family. Really? We'll also be holding a line crossing celebration. But what lines are there to be crossed in space? No one likes a smartass. Long ago, sailors voyaged across the ocean, celebrating passing the equator as a way to pray for safe passage, as tradition we will keep alive even in space. I can dig that. Damn, they got a spacious lunchroom. Look at them. Alright. What a feast. Accounting in OMCS really poured out all the stops. What's OMCS? Yamato's vision system. I'm not really sure how it is, but it simplifies all sorts of things. Great food. Oh, okay. So it's like the system off of the Orville, where like you just be like, hey, I want a steak, and it goes, boop. All right. That's that. Also explains a lot. I thought they like ate food in tubes and stuff because supplies and all the stuff, but hey, answer that question. I've heard it's better not to know anything about the process, but saying it's better not to know makes it even worse if you want. I can present my hypothesis for now. It's done and what material is used. Just for today, Vel, could you not be a know-it-all? Yeah, everyone. Thank you for your hard work. M2 operation was successful. Planet bombs will never again attack the Earth. As your commander, I cannot thank you enough. Now we can celebrate crossing out of the solar system. But remember, this is just the start of our voyage. There is no returning to Earth now. We must face forward. We must focus on a road to Iskandar. Here's to a great party. Cheers! That's good booze. Come on, you have to have some too. I am incapable of drinking. Well, what good are you? Damn, dog! That dude's been helping you out this entire journey. You just diss on him like that? God damn. Everyone gets 5 minutes to call Earth. Please head to the comm rooms when your turn is announced. Are you gonna call Captain? Can add? No, I'm not. But I promised I'd come home no matter what. That's going to be the next time I see her face. Does that mean they have voice or not voice video voice feeds then? Well, I guess they have food synthesizers, so that makes sense. Never mind. You must have a very special connection. New type or not, it doesn't matter. These connections are an integral part of being human. I suppose, but you should send word to Mars. A bit old Uman, Yana, and the rest of them are worried about you. Yeah, well. I promised them to come home no matter what. Those are... the start of Crossbone has... Tobai is attacked in space because he's a student from Earth. So the start of Crossbone starts off with that. So those are all his like classmates and people he knows. Everyone's really fired up, huh? Been nothing but one crisis after another since we left Earth. This is a nice break. What? Are you up for a little adventuring? Shana? Was he not? Shana? There are two of us going somewhere with no one else around. Not much room for privacy on the Yamato. Sure there is. There are plenty of rooms people aren't supposed to enter. That's a red flag. Like the automatic navigation room? Oh, that reminds me. Have you heard about what's supposedly in that room? The ghost of a beautiful girl appears, whispering. Oh, I saw plenty of ghosts back on Earth. Huh? Actually, but psychologically. So calmly inclined. Okay. Unbelievable. Are you by yourself? Is this really the sort of place you want to contract me? This is exactly the sort of place. It looks like I'm a peon who doesn't know his place, trying to flirt with Lady Mimi. Mimi? You need something. Not really. I just thought it would be nice to talk about stuff other than work once in a while. You don't need anything, then keep our contact to a minimum. You need to stay focused. Understood. I enjoy the contrast between like these two and the two previous ones. Like both of them look slightly like a normal person, and then you look at the other two, and it's like she's so skinny and small. It's the same for the guy too. There's such a different contrast, which is fine because it makes like at least they all look different. Now let's hope we find what is here. We're searching for an upcoming star system. What's the matter, Naboo? Something happened when you called Earth. My parents said I have to get married when I get back. Well, that's happy news, isn't it? It means your parents believe you'll come back safe. That's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fucked up. Decided I don't want to marry anyone but someone I already love. Oh ho, is someone you love? Lieutenant Junior Grade Numa, I must insist you tell me for reference. Well, but it's me, isn't it? That's why you're flushing so hard. No way it would be you. What a rude thing to say. Now you have to tell me to apologize. Come on, what weapons officer? Just a fire away like you always do. I see. You didn't know you were looking for a wife, Ninbo. Huh? What a shame. If you would have waited just a bit longer, I would have introduced my granddaughter, Aiko. If I were even remotely interested, exactly how long would I have to wait? Let's see, about another 20 years or so? Sir! Okay, to be fair, they are traveling like 386,000 light years, so it's possible they'd get back to... Well, no, they're jumping through light space, aren't they? Time's weird. Time is weird. That means she's still a child. That'd make her about Jiro's age, my little brother. But it didn't matter unless we get to... Just gonna learn my Aiko. Shima's little brother, even your parents, are all going to be gone. Right about that. I realized that too after I spoke with my family. We have to keep fighting all of us to save Earth, to save our loved ones. You're right. We have to accomplish what we set out to do. I wonder if these two would talk if I didn't grab the DLC for them. Because they're not like normally in the game, they're DLC. I'm kind of curious about that. You look well. Yes. Tsukida. Ask Dr. Sato to keep an eye on him. He seems much calmer lately. See, I appreciate you taking care of me in this past year. Just be sure to come back. I will. So this is where you ran off to. No. It's probably just a bit much right now, but we never get treated to such yummy food, and Kato was drunk and chasing Oda around, and Hori's flirting with everyone. It's fun. Sorry, that's just not my scene. To be fair, he spent like 10 years in prison, so that's a fair assumption. Besides, neither of us have anyone to contact, so this party isn't really for us. No. You didn't come to get us, did you? Well, kinda. Get in touch with someone on Earth already? Yeah, I spoke with some people at the lab I was in charge of guarding when I was on Earth. I just boarded the Yamato without a word to any of them, and I always felt bad about it. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to ask about the Bongrang. You didn't talk to your family at all? My parents' little sister didn't survive the attack. I'm sorry. Don't feel bad for me. There are a lot of people dealing with the same thing back on Earth. You fight into a venture family like Akira. Captain Kato. Tell me. I'd be lying if I told you that wasn't part of it. But nothing I will do will bring back what I've lost, so what? That's why I'm fighting to protect what I have right now. To be fair, I'm not reading the part where it references me because reading comprehension, it's there. I know it sounds simple, but I believe those feelings are what allow me to fight. You're strong, you know. Huh? Seems like the captain was worried for nothing. It's the first time I've seen you smile. That's you? Now you mentioned it, it has been a while. Let's see if we can get Ryoma to crack a grin next. Me? Is it okay if I say something else? Sure. It's about the walls you built up inside yourself after being in jail on false charges. So, to help, Ryoma gets put in jail for falsely accusing of killing a evil scientist in his world. What's funny is he's released 10 years later to do the exact thing he was charged for. Kill the doctor because he becomes evil. It's hilarious. That's how it works. You should tear them down, otherwise you're going to end up paying for a crime you didn't commit for the rest of your life. Sure, that came off as super insensitive. No, you're right. If I'm being honest with myself, I've been acting like an idiot. All the unfulfilled promises and grudges I carried around with me don't mean a thing in this world. There's that grin. It's kind of scary, but I guess it'll have to do. Shut up. Alright. Nagira? I swear it's pronounced Nagira. I could be wrong. I'm going off of not being able to hear it. It's Rocky. You finally look like you're ready to party. Let's go. I'm going to look for Akira. Thanks. Probably better that you go get her. But even then, I wonder if I might interrupt something. That's fine. Don't tell me she was someone. No idea. I'll catch you later. You ain't got to play him like that. Come on. Workboat. I'm actually not sure where this is in the ship because I believe it's like a testing pad, like a testing pad built into the ship, which would make sense. It's a huge ship, but it looks like it's floating in space. So I'm like, how does this work? Thanks for helping out with repairs, sir. No problem. I wanted something to do to keep busy. I appreciate it. It lets me allow the younger recruits to go to the line crossing celebration. Get them out of my hair. Right, then let's work over here, and then whatever we do, get done, we can leave to the kids. That sounds like second shift and third shift mentality. Sounds good. You know something else, sir? Seems like you're better with women nowadays. Moto? You know Moto? You need something with the boatswain. He said something I didn't really understand. But never mind that yet. Moto, are you sure you're okay helping out here? You don't want calling on Earth? Your family's all gone now. My older brother was all I had left, but he died in a battle with the Gamulans. I see. My older brother was close to Captain Kaito. Kaito? Captain didn't want me to die like my brother did, so he never approved the aircraft squadron like I wanted. I didn't know that. Don't worry about calling Earth. It's the same with me. I don't have anyone to call either. I believe in the show he gets with the Mori girl that becomes a love interest. I don't remember. It's been a while. Commander Otaka. Vincent, shouldn't you be in the line crossing celebration? Well, I've actually got some orders from Captain Kaito that I have to carry out. Let's see. Please excuse me. You worried about her? Well, I conducted the final confirmation for all the crew who signed on to the ship myself. She seems to be giving it everything she's got. Alright, she should never have had to become a soldier. She ought to be traveling down a much different path towards a much different life. Not the only one. So many young people's lives have been corrupted by war. Why are you here, Tokugawa? I was looking for you, of course. I thought you'd have left the party to the young by now and gotten bored. I've been found out. Sneaky, sneaky. We've gotten old, haven't we? I suppose. How many young people have died while we survived? I don't even want to count. No, I must not count. People's lives are more than mere numbers. You're right. All we survivors can do is keep fighting, so these young people still have hope for tomorrow. That's all we can do to atone for taking so many of their futures. This dude's eyes creep me the fuck out. They're so they're so different to like everyone else's. They're so wide. It is like staring. It's weird. Grab some sake from Dr. Sato. How about a drink or two? Why don't we go to my office? All right. We'll drink to the future of the young. Don't hold an observation deck. Good job on the repair work. Safe from the observation deck. So it is outside? Maybe? Well, I didn't have anything else to do. Didn't you want to call Earth? No, whole family's dead. Wow. There's a lot of... Is this just a D&D game? Is everyone's family dead so they don't have to deal with, like, the dagger solution? Damn. What about you? Did you reach your family? I guess I'm in the same boat as you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't apologize. I can't remember who I used to be. Huh? All I can remember is the past year. I don't have any memories from before that. I see. Okay. When we were on Claudius? It's probably in Claudius. You asked me something weird, didn't you? Yeah, I did. You talking about Sasha? Yeah, she looked like you. Sasha Iskender, the woman who gave her life to bring us the Wave Motion Engine Activation Core. Now that you mention it, wasn't there someone else who arrived a year before her to bring the plans for the Wave Motion Engine? Arisha. That was her name. Huh. Oh, that's all it was with her. Yamato is currently around 8 light years away from Earth, traversing the Sirius star system at 18 space knots. I don't know what measure of movement is. I assume it's a decent pace at least. We'll be jumping 12 light years in our next warp. That should get us to at least 50 or 581 or 58. 581? 12 light years, and that will be our last chance to see Earth from the Yamato's VLBI telescope. Ah, yes, sir. Relaying Earth's image to the monitor. Oh. Earth is so blue. We're 8.6 light years from the solar system here. So this is what Earth looked like 8 years ago. Before Himalayas attacked it. Take a lesson. This is how the Earth used to be. This is the Earth we are fighting to reclaim. Prepare for warp. Dollar class ship. Daddy. Okay. Daddy. Finish your work soon and come home, okay? Mom's worried about you. else he's back. Your daughter? I don't think we'll ever see her again. Commander, Yamato has jumped. Identify the jump coordinates. Beginning spectral temporal wave motion. Calculations. Tracing space wake. Block wake. This is wake. We'll follow Yamato in there. I'll use what I received from General Goer, and we'll finish them once and for all. I kind of like how they're trying to like humanize the other side there with like showing the daughter, which is fair. Like, not. I don't believe that the crew that's fighting us is necessarily the evil ones, according to what we saw before. Where they're like, yeah, if we're just gonna make you second-class citizens, and you're gonna take it or die. That does somewhat help. Information officer Nemi, come in. What is it? This system has a planet suitable for colonization. I'd like permission to form an investigation expedition. We don't have the time, I know that, but shouldn't we explore all possible options if humanity is going to survive? Nemi. Izumi plan was scrapped, but... So there were plans of finding other suitable Earth, or colonized planet that could sustain the Earth population that was currently living in bunkers on Earth. Okay. Makes sense. Like, if you're putting all your eggs in the basket, like, this one ship is going to save everyone, it's probably not the best thing, so that makes sense that they had backups just in case. Status report. Port side has been hit. Right in the ship, turning 15 degrees. Some electronics are malfunctioning. Detecting powerful charge particle wave motion. Yamato has come into contact with an ultra-dense plasma filament. That plasma flares being emitted from a star. In other words, a solar storm. A ship has run into the edge of one of the plasma's corridors. This is abnormal. The Piccolan coordinates are hundreds of millions of times their theoretical values. What does that mean? It means that this is clearly artificial. Gravitational field is distorted ahead. It's a reaction to a warp out. Enemy fleet warping out. The Pluto base commander is aboard the ship too. They chased us here. Enemy ships have fired a torpedo. Lock on anti-aircraft combat ready. Yeah. There should be slightly more, to like, open the torpedoes. Moves along the bow. Fire. Damn, they sunk our battleship. Direct hit. Target intercepted. Wait. What happened? What is this? Take the airplane battleship. It's in space. Makes it slightly better. Normal things. Cosmic Crossroads. No. I don't think I want to be over like a massive star like this. Where's that gas-like thing? The unidentified substance energy is rising. Keep an eye on it. It's absorbing the plasma and growing. If it touches us, Yamato will be disintegrated and absorbed as well. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. The unidentified substance is closing in on us. And the enemy fleet is approaching from the other side. Can we make it through the plasma zone? There is a route that avoids plasma and the gas. The background involves plunging towards that star. So it's finally begun. Behold, Supreme Leader, the Dalcer Torpedo, blessed with your name, has cornered a Terran ship. Came to the star system just as you excellently predicted. I am amazed at your foresight. I only analyze their course patterns to kill some time. What kind of strange substance is that in the torpedo? That gas. Autonomous, self-replicating, gas-based life form that originated in the Melilla system? Mavella system? It converts assimilates and absorbs material energy, expanding indefinitely. The ultimate chemical weapon. Holy shit. And the exit is blocked by the salivating maws of a giant star. Consumed by the gas or melted into nothing, or perhaps another fate awaits them. There can be no other fate for them, of course. It's perfect, Supreme Leader. Now, everyone, let us toast to cheers on the Terran's brave fight. Set a trap and then cheer them on to escape it. The Supreme Leader does love his jokes. Oh. I think he just killed him. What? just the random voice line. Okay. Now then, everyone, let us applaud the brave decision they are about to make. It's the random voice line for, like, murdering? Alright. Looks like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Team at full speed ahead towards the star. We're going to ram it? Steer us to that point right there. Full speed ahead towards the enemy. Full speed ahead, steady as she goes. Yamato is plunging towards the star. Pursue them. But then we'll be melted by the star too. Ever since the destruction of the Pluto base, I have not believed we will return alive. What we can do now is give our lives for the remaining Dalsons and co-sign the Yamato to oblivion. Understood. All hail. All hands, brace yourself. With you, Commander Schultz. The fleet is pursuing. They risk their lives too. So to scramble the mobile units, don't do anything unnecessary. Don't have a lot of units right now. Protect the Yamato, intercept any enemies that get too close. Where they're coming at us must mean they aren't planning to make it out of this alive. It's like the soldiers of Jupiter Empire. What makes them sacrifice this so much? Commander. Nothing. All hands, concentrate on your stake. We are getting out of here. Well, that's not good. He kind of collapsed. Let's see. Oh, can I attack? Got 9 left. For the big guy. Inquiry. You do know we're in the middle of a battle right now, right? I'm still a novice, so I can concentrate if I don't want to mess up. I will assist you, so please answer my question. You are different from your usual self today. Which one is the real you? You listening back in the hangar in your conversation with Commando Otaka. It's bad manners to eavesdrop, okay? Wait. If the ship was in the hangar, how'd they know we had a conversation with the commander? The AI is listening, waiting for us. But I'll answer your question. I'm human, so who I am and now and who I act change depends on what's going on. I know you don't get it, but I'm explaining. No, I'm not explaining it anymore. I have to do something, or the Yamato is toast.
狙いは戦艦。やってみせる。頑張らなきゃ。私も。私自身が弾丸になる。
Would there be smoke in space? Curious. I actually didn't see what I gotta do here. Which is probably good to know because kinda need that. No, it's just defeat all of them. Okay. No big deal then. Kill them all. Everyone, do not folks, even for a minute. We're fighting in the harshest of environments, and the enemy is willing to die to defeat us. They're trying to take revenge for planet Pluto base? Take collapse, not now, not here. No, I have no intention of dying until we reach Indar, until I see the Earth restored with my own 2 eyes.
ヤマトを沈めて武功を挙げる。ガミアスだろう。恐れることはない。
If this guy can't shoot the broadside of a barn or
私のためにもここを突破する。
they're just really good at dodging, which I can see both. I can see both. Jupiter Empire is sitting this one out, huh? I can't believe the force we fought at Pluto. At Pluto base, where the full extent of the enemy's power. If that's true, then where's their backup?
抵抗しても無駄だ。よし、振り切った。見えているんだよ。
I assume the smoke above us is that is the gas they were talking about that's like expanding and growing. That's actually kind of neat. All right.
ガンダムは手だれが乗っている。
ただお前たちに抵抗する人間はいるんだ。
I mean, it kind of helps that you're fighting what is essentially new types, but
これが
you know,
大潮流だ。
as much as I like the crossbone and the crossbone X3, I will never understand why, like, it's based just a Swiss Army knife. It's got knuckles, it's got like daggers in its feet, it's got chains and hooks on the waist. Like, it's just a walking Swiss Army knife. It's like, oh, but why? I mean, it is pirates and like they're like a different era in UC, but still. Having our MC get kills is fine because we don't ever actually lose her. Like, it's not like other RPGs where like, oh, you don't have them. You kind of have them for a long time. So this works. Uh,
どれだけ早かろうが、隼人ほどじゃねえ。ゲッター！ビーム！
I really like the animations of this game. Like they do their best to still get like, even if it's like a bit toned down, they still do their best to get like the best animation that they can. And I dig that. Still looks cool. Oh.
俺の任務はまず生き残ることだ。こいつで燃え尽きろ！ブレストパーン！
If the gas absorbs energy, should we be doing energy attacks? I question that.
間に攻撃を集中させてきたか。
Hmm. Oh, that's right. We're gonna lose our only guy that knows map attacks. That's that's not good. I also enjoy how the later you get in the UC timeline for various Gundams, they don't keep the traditional, like, oh, the beam saber's on the back. Like, the beam saber for the F91 is in little side pouches. The beam, or I guess, beam scimitar, beam blade, I guess you call it, I guess, is like part of the Swiss Army knife thing. But these two suits are also built vastly different than early UCS up to Unicorn, so makes sense. Same for the like space suits and stuff are all vastly different over time. Let's see. You can drop a bunch of these. You got 24 of them.
これがバングレイよ。
強い。なんという。
Now we do need to get kills on you, so we will steal a couple kills early because we are going to lose it for a while before we get it back. The fact that she's counterattacking is a good thing. It means we are high enough in a stat to outspeed them by a not by a wide margin, but enough that we'll go first, which is what we want. Same for him. I also like how they know what a Gundam is and aren't fearful of it, which is slightly weird. I don't know. Let's see. I have 8 left for mutations. So we'll do this, which should kill it. Get us some nice little buffer kills, so we don't gotta do it later. Honestly, just acing people is also good because it's free stat boost, it's free upgrades. So the quicker you can get up people saves you a bunch of time,
照準よし
which is good.
始め打ち方始め
Very good. Okay,
船が沈むのか
that's a lot of damage. That is in fact a lot of damage. Chest move. Let's see, we got grit, got bullseye.
大物を沈めてやるぜこいつでしまいだ 遠慮はしねえ全弾打ち尽くせ暴れ
I think it's dead, Jim. I think it's dead. And getting Ryoma up is very good because he just kind of nukes people. He's our boy. He's our boy.
戦いは先手あるのみこいつでとどめだフォレストバーン 見かけ倒しではないということか的が大きい分当てやすいという考えもあるメランカ発艦準備目標前方の敵機攻撃開始
Let's see. You went. You kind of do the most damage now, so, or at this point in time, we'll do that. Which is kind of good because our MC is with this, the most amount of time throughout the entire game, so better to take care of that now than later. Give me a little Saber.
規則性さえ分かればどれだけのスピードでも
Don't look there. That's fine. Unfortunately, a lot of our units do kind of start out somewhat weak, so like we're not going to do a huge bunch of damage like right out the rip, which is slightly unfortunate, but that's not a bad thing. We're only like 7 missions in.
これで攻撃に専念できるわしの命に変えてもこの戦いはショックカノンで迎撃しよう主砲ショックカノン準備ショックカノンエンジンからエネルギー伝導割る1番2番監視方向の敵に照準合わせ目標捕捉した照準よし主砲発射キャー
I like that you get more cockpit-esque like portions of the attack, right? Which is unfortunately Crossrays doesn't do as well for Gundam because they kind of like redid everything. G Generations does it a bit, but it's not on everything. The commander of the Yamato is a man who does not back down even when faced with a mighty opponent. We cannot understand we cannot understand this determination. We who bent the knee in submission when the Gammas broke us. That's exactly why we must win the battle. Look, I don't know if I'll ever see you again, but I will protect your future and the future of all Zultsans. I think I'm saying that right.
令状の失態は許されん。回避は不要だ。進路そのまま。
待っている人たちのためにもここを突破する。
主砲三式団装填。
主砲1番2番三式団装填。主砲1番2番三式団装填完了。自動追尾始め。目標に照準合わせ。自動追尾よし照準よし。
撃て。
キャー。
I believe those are actual naval shells as well that have a delayed impact. I believe that's real live ammunition that exists. I knew it was going to be hot in there. If we fight for an extended period, our bodies will give out way before these robots. Hurry, Shima, if the Yamato stays here for too long. Amanda! No, calling Dr. Sato. Don't lose focus, the enemy's right under our nose. What? I just got a little dizzy because of the heat. Right now, getting out of this situation takes priority. Understood. The radiation field is distorting. It's a reaction to warp out. Gamelin's reinforcements? No, it's not. This is a different pattern than usual. Huh? What is that? Gundams. There's another ship on Earth besides Yamato that can warp? No, those Gundams, those mobile suits warped out here independently. What's going on, Setsuna? No, that was supposed to be a quantum jump experiment. I don't know how he got here. Is that the sun? And look at what's happening here. They're fighting in that group's no civilian nation. We've never civilization. Civilization. They're a different species? If that's the case. What's wrong to you? Not positive, but whoever's piloting that Gundam doesn't seem to be hostile towards us. Extrasensory perception? Huh? Are these pilots of those units new types? Schultz. Those Terran weapons attack. They're firing at us. I cannot believe this is how our first encounter with alien species is going. Now, that's on brand because I believe this is either before Awakening of a Trailblazer or like slightly into the movie. I think if only the quantum system was complete, then we'd at least be able to communicate. Don't give up, dear A. At least there are humans on the other side who are picking up my signal. Really? I'm calling out to an open channel. That's all I can do. Commander, a message coming from one of the Gundam units. It's an Earth comet. They want an explanation. What's going on? Those pilots of unknown Gundams speak common? It could be that, like what happened with Nagira in. Tell them we aren't hostile and ask them for help. Roger. Commander, apparently these messages from the units were in Terran language, so it is in Terran reinforcements. If they can warp out like this, then we're underestimating their technological. Show them before they can unite with the Yamato. Fire! Those green ships are treated as hostiles. There are Gundams with the others. It definitely seems like they're based off the same concepts of mobile suits, but Gundams. Yes, trust the man who identifies as a Gundam to know what a Gundam is. Let's side with the Gundams and get the heck out of here. Mentioning Ascent was uncommon. They could be a special military force we don't know about. Commander, the Gundam types have signaled they'll help us. Good. We'll get out of this mess together. The coming discussion and the investigating the truth about our world. That is our final mission. Oh, one guy left, so. Boop. Look. Trans Am. That's fine. Cool. Not bad. This is really an encounter with an alien species, and I guess nothing I can do will make much of a difference. But I have to keep moving forward. I have to continue my work as an innovator and my work for the Quanta.
クアンタで仕掛けるトランザムで決めてみせるまだ戦況は五分だ
Yeah, I think he did it. I think he did it. Let's do smash hit. Smash hit basically guarantees a crit, and which means we do a lot of damage. Doesn't necessarily mean it hits. Like, there's still a chance you can miss, which is which doesn't help, but at least when it hits, you're guaranteed the crit. So, you know. Or they have a barrier, and you're mad because they have a fucking barrier. Bunch of assholes. Fuck it. Hit him with the glitter rays. Damn. That's fine. Let's do this. This should kill them. Hopefully.
艦首魚雷発射艦
It was under 5 turns, so that makes sense. The enemy flagship has gone silent, but bring back the mobile suits and those 2 Gundams. You were full speed ahead. Roger. We arrived at our target. We've been in charge. There's been a change in the gas. It ran into a flare from the star, and now it's disappearing. It tried to absorb the star, but the star's devouring it. I see. So this is what you're hoping for, wasn't it, Commander? I'm not letting you escape. Full speed ahead. Do not let the Yamato get past the flare wall. This will be the final battle between our ships. The enemy ship is heading straight for us. If we keep fighting any longer, the star will consume us all alike. Let's call for a ceasefire. The enemy ship has sent a reply. Fools! Fools! How dare you surrender? See. Go to fire the ray motion gun at the flare. What? Who has I say? I mean, the dude's been alive long enough to see war. You should probably trust his intuition. Just a, you know, just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Fire. Sink the Yamato at all cost. Ignore it. Use the wave motion gun to clear our way out. Basically, every time they do this story-wise, they keep replaying this. So That's just how it works.
エネルギー充填 120%。 ターゲットスコープオープン。照準誤差修正プラス2度。
対ショック対先行防御。
電影クロスゲージ0度20。照準固定。発射まで3、2、1。
波動砲発射。
波動砲ター。
Head straight through it. Maintain course. Yamato has passed through the prominence. Impossible. This heat is too much for our ship. The stern is melting. Steering controls lost. That is terrifying. I'm sorry, Jarletor. Supreme Leader, this is all about the officers of Schultz incompetence. I had nothing to do with enough. Supreme Leader. Well, everyone was in that magnificent battle. It was quite an entertaining game. Yes. So, fallen are to be promoted by 2 ranks, and their families given status of honorary Gamulans. Understood. But it's unthinkable that our forces could be defeated by these oversized dolls. No, what was the strength of an average cruiser team will up with a battleship with remarkable artillery? It would be a mistake to make light of those tactics. We'll small fries before the might of our Gamelin Navy. We will eat them for an afternoon snack. Please you all enjoyed the entertainment. That will be all for this evening. One thing. Celestella? It's like Celeste, but with an Ella at the end? Alla at the end? It was in that Terran ship again. It was the Yamato. I will remember that. The Madam, Minister Talon. The weapon that shot through the flare resembles something the wet weapons development brew is testing. Is that true? I can't believe that any barbarians in this system could have the same level of technology as the Gambians. Terrans is a race that used weapons modeled after their own image. I only sent in my forces for a bit of entertainment, but could this be something more? Of course, it's not like I can do anything, even if I knew the answer. Milky Way galaxy. Damn, we're like on the edge there. You're saying we've come to a whole other world? That's the only explanation based off of recent events. That's impossible. It's natural to not believe it. I'm the one who's saying it, and even then, I'm still not wholly convinced. But it's not like you two are the first otherworldly travelers we've met. It seems like your world isn't even completely different from mine. The quantum jump equips on your unit is fascinating. You see, the warp engine we're using is kind of borrowed. The fact that humanity could create technology to break through the light speed barrier is astonishing. Let alone the fact it happened in an alternate world. It's not finished yet. Super space sailing is already well established in our world, but the system that the Quanta is equipped is totally different technology. So then you teleported here in the middle of testing that tech. Does that mean that if we make a mistake during warp, we could end up being transported to another world too? I can't say anything one way or the other right now, but I can guess that if we're in trouble in alternate dimension and you didn't handle it well, there'd be no way out. I mean, you couldn't go back to your own world. Exactly. It's possible, it's probably safe to say that in some constellation that sets an Interia ended up coming to our world. But we can't go home. Something else I can't answer. But if you could somehow replicate the conditions in which you ended up here out of all the possible worlds you could have gone to, please, I'm begging you, have to help us find a way back. Of course, until we're able to figure out our way home, we promise we'll do everything we can to help you out. You don't need to worry about staying here. You're more than welcome, especially since you offered to help us. Fortunately, you've joined up with us in the middle of a huge war. First, we need to warp out of here to escape the Gamelins chasing after us. After that, I hope you'll tell us all about the world you're from. Wouldn't that be kind of a bad thing, though? Like, learning about another dimension, how it functions, wouldn't that kind of be bad for you? Like, kind of like, you know how you know the whole butterfly effect deal? To meet you. I'm one of those otherworldly travelers. Dakota, nothing. I've never seen you smile before. This is an alternate world. It's stupider for anyone to worry about their boring past here. See. Oh, so you can smile. I had a feeling you were hard to get along with too. I suppose I was touched by what you said. That's it. After I report to the commander, I'll introduce you to the aircraft squad. As you already know, we're in pretty dire strats here. Your out couldn't have come at a better time. We'll do what we can. Another world, meaning could be called the coming discussion. Will I meet here, I wonder? Route established. Commencing experiment. That can't be good.